Welcome to another Buppert story. Mr. Buppert, overcome it all with kindness. Once upon a time, there was a man named John Buppert. John was known to be the kindest and most generous person in his village. He always went out of his way to help others, even when it meant sacrificing his own time and resources. However, despite his good nature, John Buppert had enemies. There were people who were jealous of his success, and they would often plot against him. But Mr. Buppert was too innocent to see their schemes, and he continued to live his life without any worries. One day, Mr. Buppert's enemies hatched a plan to ruin him. They spread rumors about him, stole from him, and did everything they could to bring him down. But every time they tried, something miraculous would happen. For example, one time, Mr. Buppert was walking home from the market when a sudden storm hit. He took shelter under a tree, and just as he was about to get soaked, a passing merchant stopped and offered him a ride home. It turned out that the merchant was a friend of Mr. Buppert who he hadn't seen in years. Another time, Mr. Buppert's enemies tried to frame him for a crime he didn't commit. But just as things were looking bleak, a witness stepped forward and cleared John Buppert's name. It turned out that the witness was someone who Mr. Buppert had helped years ago, and they were happy to return the favor. These types of lucky events happened time and time again, and Mr. Buppert started to realize that there was something special about his life. He began to appreciate his good fortune and never took it for granted. Despite the evil machinations of his enemies, Mr. Buppert continued to live his life with a smile on his face and a heart full of kindness. And in the end, his enemies realized that their schemes were futile, and they gave up trying to bring him down. Mr. Buppert's story teaches us that no matter how much people may try to harm us, we can overcome it all with kindness and a little bit of luck.